Good morning, Theodore Roosevelt High School. I'm Jasmine Capritti.
And I'm Ella Hassler.
And these are your morning announcements for Thursday, February 15th, 2024.
We've been hearing about Ride with Pride and PBIS all year. In an effort to educate our students on the why of this initiative, we would like to feature specific students who epitomize each of the Ride behavior areas.
The I in RIDE stands for integrity. Messiah and Sincere have been recognized for returning AirPods that were found in the gym. Thank you, gentlemen, for showing your integrity at Roosevelt.
It's time to announce today's PBIS RIDE winners.
Today's winners are Rahaf Al-Rabia, Kenzie Kirby, Braden Cole, Phoenix Klein, Ariana Ladd, and staff member Mr. Pasico.
Government teachers Mrs. Boykin and Mrs. Puhala have an important message about voter registration.
Good morning. If you are 17 years old and will be 18 before the general election on November 5th, you can vote in the March 19th primary, but you will need to get registered.
So see Mrs. Marchman Boykin in room 116 or see me in room 127 to get your registration form.
You will need a driver's license or know the last 4 digits of your social security number.
Or you can also register online
at olvr.ohiosos.gov. Thank you.
Seniors, don't wait to complete the senior photo and information forms. All forms links can be found in the Class of 2024 website and on the handout given to you at Tuesday's assembly.
Medical history is peppered with countless advancements and innovations made by Black scientists and doctors. However, many Black people also suffered through torturous experiments and trials to help white doctors grow the medical field's breadth of knowledge and treatments.
Riley Ghosh spoke with science teacher Mr. Carmen about Onesimus, an enslaved African man who lived in Boston in the early 1700s. In contrast to the horrific treatment many enslaved people experienced at that time, Onesimus was respected as an important medical innovator.
Onesimus was an enslaved man from Africa who was given as a gift to a Puritan minister in Boston in the early 1700s. And this Puritan minister was Cotton Mather. Cotton Mather asked Onesimus, who he named him that, we don't know his real African name, if he'd ever had the disease smallpox. Now, smallpox, it's one of the worst diseases that humanity has ever seen. Anywhere from 20 to 30% of people could die. And he said, well, yes and no. And that was kind of a strange answer. Onesimus described how when he was a child growing up in Africa, he had a cut put on his arm, and they took the fluid from one of the sores of somebody who had smallpox, and they put it in the arm where he just made this cut, and this is something we call inoculation today. And Cotton Mather was fascinated by this, and so he tried to find a doctor who would perform this procedure, because it'd been about like 15 years since the last smallpox outbreak in Boston, and they were due for another one. There was an outbreak in 1721, killed thousands of Bostonians, but the people who got inoculated survived. Because of that, the deaths due to smallpox and like the illnesses went way down, and we had a strong enough army to defeat the British. And so it is possible that we wouldn't have a United States of America if it hadn't been for Onesimus and his traditional African medicine that he brought to the United States in the early 1700s.
These have been your morning announcements for Thursday, February 15th, 2024. Have a thunderstruck Thursday, Roosevelt.